Today, we are going to list down the top 10 classic and iconic Korean dramas. Just sit back, relax and enjoy watching. Number 10, Shining Inheritance, also known as Brilliant Legacy. Starring Han Yeoju and Lee Sung-gi. Go Eun-sung's life is similar to Cinderella. After her father died, her stepmother took away all of her assets and her younger brother suddenly disappeared. Despite all of this, she perseveres and works really hard to fulfill her dreams. Then by accident, good fortune arrives on her when she inherits a vast fortune. Meanwhile, Woo Han-sun is an arrogant but handsome young man. He has no idea about the value of money as he was raised by his wealthy mother and grandmother. It was among the top-rated Korean dramas that year and maintained its #1 spot in viewership ratings for 20 consecutive weeks with peak rating of 47.1% for its final episode. Number 9, My Girl. Starring Lee Dong-wook and Lee Da-hee. Who would have thought that the handsome Grim Reaper from Goblin is still as handsome 15 years ago from today? Yoo Rin is a native from Jeju Island, whose father is a gambler and has a lot of debts. When her father runs away, she does her best to support herself. Later, she meets Sol Gong-chan, who is an heir to a large hotel business. He then asks her to pretend as his grandfather's long-lost granddaughter in exchange for money. The challenge comes for both of them when they need to live together under one roof under the pretense of being cousins. Eventually, they get attracted to each other, but they have to keep it because as cousins they can't fall in love with each other. It was a mega hit during its run and placed #1 in its time slot with a peak viewership rating of 24.9%. Number 8, Secret Garden. Starring Hyun Bin and Ha Ji-won. Before we met the Binge couple, let's not forget about the successful team-up of Hyun Bin and Ha Ji-won. Hyun Bin plays the role of a smart, good-looking and a guy from a wealthy family that owns a luxurious roll department store. Meanwhile, Ha Ji-won is a professional stunt woman from an ordinary household. As two different worlds collide, they gradually learn about each other's life. The story gets even more complicated and dramatic when they magically switched bodies. Secret Garden was a huge hit ratings success, with an estimated 20 billion won worth of economic effect. Hyun Bin and Ha Ji-won also won Excellent Actor and Actress in SBS Drama Awards, also a grand prize Daesang for Hyun Bin in Baeksang Arts Awards. Number 7. Princess Hours. Starring Joo Ji-hoon and Yoon Eun-hee. Do you recognize the male lead in this drama? It's none other than the Crown Prince in Kingdom. 14 years later and he's still dashing as ever, if not better. This iconic 2006 Korean drama tells a story of a high school student with a normal life until she finds out that she's in an arranged marriage, courtesy of her grandfather and his long. The betrothed is none other than the Crown Prince, who's also attending the same school as her. It was the 10th most popular drama of 2006, with a peak rating of 28.3%. It also became hit across Asia, contributing to Korean wave. Number 6. My Lovely Samsoon, starring Hyun Bin and Kim Soon-ah. Kim Soon-ah is a 29-year-old baker who gets fired from her job and finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her. She then meets Hyun Bin, the owner of the upscale French restaurant, where she is hired as the new pastry chef. Their connection deepens when she agrees to pretend as his girlfriend. They go through personal struggles until they realize they want to go through those things with each other. This romantic comedy drama series was a huge hit, with an average viewership of 37.6%, and its peak rating 49.1% for its final episode, making it one of the highest-rated Korean dramas of all time. Number 5. Coffee Prince, starring Gong Yoo and Yoon Eun-hee. before gaining international recognition for his role in Goblin. Gong Yoo first made waves in K-Dramaland with Coffee Prince. Here, he plays an heir to a large coffee business, refuses to go on blind dates set up by his grandmother. He meets the boyish Go-Uni and offers her a deal to pretend as his gay lover, to escape the blind dates, without knowing she is actually a woman. Hailed as a hit for its high ratings, this drama received positive reviews from critics and won multiple awards. Number 4. Endless Love, Winter Sonata. Starring Choi Ji-woo and Bae Young-joon. This classic Korean drama is a story of young lovers whose romance is cut short when the guy meets a car accident and the girl is led to believe he died. The guy suffered from amnesia. Their story continues 10 years later when he returns to Korea from USA, while the girl is engaged to another man. The series is widely considered to be the Korean drama that launched the Korean wave throughout Asia and worldwide. It has also been adapted into anime series and a stage musical. Number 3. Full House. Starring Song Hye-kyo and Rain. This romantic comedy series is about the story of a stubborn and popular Korean actor played by Rain, and the cheerful, aspiring writer played by Song Hye-kyo who lives in a house called Full House. She was tricked by her friends to go on vacation, only to find out her house was sold to the top star Lee Young-jae. She strikes a deal to work as a housekeeper in order to buy the house back in the future. It was considered a pioneer of the romantic comedy genre in Korean drama. Full House was a great success in Asia and helped propel the Korean wave. Number 2. Boys Over Flowers. Starring Lee Min-ho and Koo Hoo-soon. It's a story of an average student who attends Shenhua High School, a prestigious high school for the rich and famous. As she comes from a poor family as compared to her counterparts in school, she tries to avoid drawing attention to herself. However, when her classmate gets bullied by infamous F4, a group of good-looking heirs headed by Gu Junpyo played by Lee Min-ho, she can't help but stand up for him, marking herself as Junpyo's next target. Over time, Junpyo starts to fall for her and tries to overcome their class differences to make the relationship grow. Lee Min-ho became more popular due to success of Boys Over Flowers. It earned high viewership ratings in South Korea and popularity throughout Asia. The series played a major role in escalating the Korean wave and is widely considered as one of the best dramas of all time. And our number 1 classic Korean drama on the list. Endless Love, Autumn in My Heart. Starring Song Sang-hun and Song Hye-kyo. This series is considered a pioneer in Korean melodramatic series, launching a worldwide fever that is commonly referred to as the Korean wave. It tells a story of siblings growing up together, until one day, they discover they are not related when the girl needs blood transfusion after an accident. They overcome odds as they realize their romantic feelings for each other. Lead stars Song Sang-hun and Song Hye-kyo gain popularity. It was very successful in South Korea, averaging 38.6% and reaching a peak viewership of 46.1%. That's our top 10 classic and must-watch Korean dramas. Which one is your favorite? Tell us in the comments section.